Hello, this video is for installing Filemaker Pro 13 on your PC, laptop, workstation at your site. The prerequisite for this installation is you have been sent a USB thumb drive that would need to be connected to the workstation that you want to install on, and you would see a USB thumb drive registered as RSW USB. You would need then to open this USB drive, and under there you will see these listed files. The installs are under the FileMaker folder. There are actually two different folders, an Apple and a Windows, of course. The Windows is the one we will be using today. The Apple install follows the same type of format, so you should be able to install Apple products directly after this. You will see here that there is two executables. We suggest that you copy these two files down to the local hard drive so that they run faster. Once these are downloaded to the local desktop, they will be available to and start the install of the FileMaker client. FileMaker client does need to have a minimum of a Windows 7 operating system and 2 gigs of RAM. We do recommend a larger RAM set just due to the fact that you will see performance upgrades with the greater RAM of at least 4 gig. You would then see that these two files, the executables, are listed here. You would run the FileMaker FMP 13.0.1 first. This will extract the FileMaker product to the local hard drive. You see that it started to create an icon on the desktop. That is this icon here. It extracted the full install out. It does an automatic start for you, so you'll be able to click OK here, start the installer. Installer takes usually 2 to 3 minutes for it to run properly. If it fails to run, it means that you have most likely have improper OS or RAM configuration. Click Next here. We suggest that you put in your company name here. We will use Reliable. And it is required that you use Reliable Softworks as the organization. This is because the license files are purchased by Reliable Softworks and then giving out to your company. On the USB drive that I minimized here, if we go back to the very first, under there you'll see this FM license text file. This text file will give you the license codes that you need to install FileMaker. As you can see, there's the code. You will need to type in the code exactly as it is presented here, otherwise it will fail. So you will type the 3. Actually, I will tell you that the keywords will be different for your install, but they should be presented in a similar manner for you to type in to this box. Do not forget the dashes. the dashes are required as part of this process for it to be authenticated. As you can see, they accepted the license, and you set the license term here. Click Next. Click Next again because this is the default location and we do not want to change that default install. It makes it easier for us to help you in the future if there is an issue, if we know exactly where the installer is located. You want to do a complete install, do not do custom. It is your choice if you want to place these icons on the desktop or on the Quick Launch toolbar. We suggest that you accept these as defaults. And you click the install. It will automatically start this process for you. Again, the biggest issue that we run into is that as part of the installer, the FileMaker finds that there's not enough RAM, or there's an issue with the OS not being compatible, and that would fail these systems. A little bit longer to install than I would have hoped, but please be patient. There we go. And it's always important to be patient on any of these installs because sometimes it does take a little bit longer than anticipated. But you should see the similar result as what we just saw, is that it could hang for a moment as it installs, but then it will progress if it has the right OS and RAM requirements. After this completes, you will get the final screen here saying that it's finished, and also that it wants you to register. So we'll click Finish here. Now the registration we usually leave to the last PC. It just makes your life a little easier during this process. So we'll just click Register later at this time. The second is an updater for FileMaker, and this update is required to make sure that you are not suspect to the Heartbleed bug. Again, this is so that you don't have an issue with the Heartbleed bug, and follow the similar, clicking the next, do the update. Accept the defaults is primarily what you're going to do here. The process, again, should take very straightforward and install fairly quickly. Once this is completed, you will get the screen at the back end that says finished. You will click that and it will close automatically for you, and your installed FileMaker product is completed. Please be aware that you want to make sure that you accept the defaults for the installs as you go forward. Variation does cause problems, not just for the installer itself, but also when we are trying to help you with troubleshooting steps. So please make sure that you just accept the defaults as you move forward in this install process. And click Finish. Now, FileMaker has been installed on the local PC. One of the other things that we do for you is create these shortcuts for Realize Sail and Realize Serve. We suggest that you copy both of these shortcuts. These are internet shortcuts, and place them on the desktop. These icons are set as to your cloud instance of FileMaker Server. So when you copy them down, you can open these, and these will automatically open FileMaker Pro for you, and they will be directed out to your cloud instance of FileMaker Server. At this time, you can go ahead and clean up these folders. We do suggest that you keep them local to your machine by moving them into the download. This will make it easier for you to find them later, and also if there is an issue with the install, to be able to reinstall FileMaker. And there you go. That is how you install FileMaker Pro 13 on your local workstation, PC, or laptop. Thank you very much.